Alvin Ailey, 1931 to 1989. Ailey's childhood. He was born and raised to a teenage mother in a small town in Texas. His father left the family. He grew up in a poor. He grew up in a poor family in a small town where he and his family were not treated well. He would later use these difficult memories to create some of his most famous choreographic masterpieces. And he referred to this difficult time and these difficult memories as blood memories. He left for Los Angeles when he was 12 years old. He excelled at languages and athletics as a young person. He was inspired to begin training after seeing the Ballet Russe perform. In 1949, he begins training in Los Angeles with Lester Horton. In 1950, he joined the Lester Horton Company as a professional dancer. His other influences from 1954 to 1957, he dances professionally for a series of Broadway musicals. Then he later goes to New York, where he is able to study with Martha Graham, and you see her influence in some of his movement. In 1958, he takes over for Lester Horton's company after Lester Horton passes away. So the student becomes the director. In 1958, he choreographs Blues Suites, one of his first famous pieces, and then 2 years later, he choreographs his most famous to date piece, Revelations, which is still performed today by his company, even though he's no longer alive. In 1960s, the U.S. State Department sponsors a tour where Alvin Ailey's company goes international and solidifies their very excellent international reputation. In the mid 1960s, he stops dancing professionally but continues to choreograph. Among his accomplishments, his company has performed in 48 states in 71 different countries on 6 different continents. Again, he used difficult memories from his childhood in Texas to influence his storytelling and his choreography. Blues music, spiritual text, often from the Bible, gospel music, from his upbringing to inspire his pieces. He also is held responsible for preserving American modern dance heritage while illustrating the unique African American cultural experience in his works. And here you can see it's very evident, the Horton technique alive and well in today's Alvin Ailey company. This is an example of an advanced version of the strike position. Virtuosity, according to Alvin Ailey, just like his mentor, teacher, and original director, Lester Horton, the ability to do things and do things properly and well with a very keen understanding of the human body and its anatomy was extremely important to both these men. These are the fortifications 7 through 12, which we'll be moving into in our class next, and they're considered more intermediate level. So, for example, fortification number 7 starts in a seated fourth. It uses resistance, hip propulsion, tilts, and spirals, both to spiral down towards the floor and then again up. Fortification number 8 is a hinge studies, which deals with the Pieta position that we studied when doing some of the coccyx balancing. Number 9 deals with split stretches, moves through a triangle position, which is what Horton referred to as fourth. Split, which starts off as pigeon and moves very quickly into a full side split, and then second position. Fortification number 10 is a preparation for a front fall to both be choreographically useful and to protect the body of the dancers. Fortification 11 deals with basic rise and fall. It moves through a lot of the other things that we started in fortifications 1 through 6. We go through the primitive squat, through the flat back, in plie, through tilts, spirals, and deep plies in second. And then lastly, fortification number 12 deals with alignment and technique as the body moves from high passe to high open passe in second, through table position, through high attitude leg extensions, arabesques and promenades. This is a picture, a very famous pose within his Revelations piece. And in the next PowerPoint, you'll learn more about what his company is currently doing and um, the cultural significance of his choreographic work.